All right, I'm bringing us back. All right, let's start on the second half here of some Harvest Valley. Um, we're having dinner, and it was kind of awkward.
Hmm.
Yeah, I get some awkward vibes.
Yeah.
So, of course, in her infinite wisdom, uh, Ashlyn is gonna intercede. Um, so Ash, have you given much thought to going to the corn husking festival?
Well, I don't know. I'm kind of busy here, and oh, I just got done making the clock tick over again for fall.
Oh, already? I guess it's
Yeah,
time.
time's going by.
Ash, I knew you would be a clockmaker for a long time, and that's spectacular work.
How did you know?
I've been interested, probably more than a lot of people I know, probably more than a lot of people I know. You don't know what I just said. Um, in getting Harvest Valley another clockmaker again, so I've been watching, and
Well, why is it so important to you?
because we haven't had it's a big part of Harvest Valley's history, and I don't know. The times when we haven't had a clockmaker, Harvest Valley doesn't feel like my home.
Well, what happened to the last one?
I don't know what happened to the last one out of character.
Oh, what if this is don't you have Harvest Valley wise?
I do.
You
This
gotta tell
seems
me
like an
what happened, though.
appropriate uh time to implement it to declare something as true.
Yeah, that seems like a neat idea. Okay. So now I have to think about what I want to be true. And
Because I'd assumed there hadn't been one for a while.
mhm, that's what I'm thinking too. And I think,
But it has been within your lifetime.
yeah,
Apparently,
mhm,
Because I think what Golden was implying was that it was before your time.
exactly.
that's what I had assumed. But now you're changing things, so we never defined otherwise.
Hmm. It's not like we nailed down anything too hard, so
No.
should be fine. Exactly. Um, so I think the last clockmaker was a really old man when Esteban was a very young boy, and he died at a young age. Isn't there a famous couple that had a last meal together in our microscope game, like
Hmm.
Harvey Minute and then Lucinda or something?
Yeah, but they would have been long before this time, right?
Okay,
They
sure.
would like been like the progenitors.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, because Reginald Minute was the first legendary master clocksmith, and every
Hmm.
other clocksmith after him has been a pale imitation.
Hmm.
I mean, I assume there has been, but he was
Yeah.
certainly not the last one in Harvest Valley.
Hmm.
I don't know. Didn't have to name him. Just tell me about him or her or they.
That could be cool. Yeah, maybe um the last clockmaker was a lady, and maybe
Hmm.
that's why Esteban's projecting so much on Ash. as opposed to other people, because he sees more of this old lady who used to be a clockmaker in Ash than he would of someone of another gender.
Because he is a horrible enforcer
What
of
if-
the patriarchy
hold on.
and believes strongly in gender roles.
Exactly.
What if, and you can toss this right out, but what if this former clockmaker was Uncle Bish's mother?
I
Which
love that so
means
much.
that she was Ash's grandmother, and by that, Ashland's and Ash's.
That makes a lot of sense, and it makes Uncle Bish more interesting too, because then it says Uncle Bish couldn't continue the family business of making clocks because he wanted to be a whaler with Mr. Faust instead. I think that's way more interesting. Let's go with that. So who's Uncle Bish's mother?
I think it would be Ashland's great grandmother, actually, right?
Okay.
Mhm. Exactly.
Because this is your uncle.
Mm-hmm.
So his mother
usually-
would be your
usually-
grandmother. Okay, so
usually
yeah,
uncle-
he would be your.
Usually, uncle is direct sibling of a parent.
Right. So it would be your
great
grandmother.
uncle would be, and maybe he is my great uncle, but I always thought of him as Uncle Bish. Once,
I think he is your uncle, yeah.
yeah.
So if he's your uncle, then his mother would be your grandmother. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Her name is Eliza.
Eliza. Sorry, I just discovered I had a bag of peanut butter cups on my my desk.
Therefore, you had to eat them.
Jealous.
I mean, they had white chocolate on them, so I was like,
At Pocky.
nah. I mean, it's terrible. Oh, Pocky is all right. I mean, that's pure sugar.
Right? I love pure
So-
sugar, though.
I have this over here. It's clockmaker. Eliza is Ash's grandmother. Okay. This is very detailed. You're gonna have to make a OBS 3 wise check.
hmm
I assume it's like Harvest Valley wise or
That's what I was.
Clockmaker wise or Ashland wise.
Yeah. Alrighty. Let's see how it goes. We're still learning.
Ooh. Yowzers.
This is how I want this to go.
Okay. You failed. That means there's something really important about Ash's grandmother you don't know. And I think it's related to the reason why you're such a klutz.
Interesting.
I don't know what that means, and it sounds amazing.
I mean, yeah. I mean, because when we originally made your character, right, it was like almost burnt down his parents' house.
hmm
Just everything just kept going wrong.
hmm
Yeah. I have to think about what this could possibly mean.
It's interesting, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we want to decide now, or do we want to decide later, and just keep this in our back pockets?
I don't. Yeah, we have to decide later, right? Because maybe something will come to me. Oh, you have a good idea. I'm willing to listen.
My first instinct is that in some weird destiny sort of way, Eliza is like kind of a stabilizing force for Esteban, and then like right around that pivotal age where he's like starting to become a teenager, Eliza just passes on from being the clockmaker,
Maybe.
and then just everything gets out of control for him.
Maybe when you were young, you had a clock you really liked.
Or Eliza's my godmother.
Yeah.
Hmm. I was thinking possibly also
I don't have any
some
thoughts. I just
weird
wanted to
clock-related magic. Where,
Clock
like,
magic.
Esteban's clock, like something like she had Esteban's clock, and she like died while she was like holding
Ooh,
it, and
yeah, I
then
like it.
like
I
That's
like
really
it.
good. Mm-hmm.
and it like cracked.
Oh, you know what is going on, right? This clock was in your family home. Now it's in Mr. Carmichael's hotel.
Ooh, that's really good.
There's something wrong with this clock. Yeah, Mr. Carmichael knocks on the door.
Okay. Well, it's not
Oh,
my
we have a
house, so
visitor. Exactly. It's
So you open the door, right?
Mhm.
Mr. Carmichael's holding a clock. Esteban recognizes from his childhood.
Mhm.
It's like, oh, Esteban. Wait, you were here. I was hoping I could talk to Ash.
sure thing. And I'm going to like be a host while staring at the clock the entire time.
Okay, so he walks in. I was like, oh, where is she?
Please follow me to the dining room.
Okay, he follows you.
Mhm.
Oh, I didn't mean to interrupt dinner.
you like creepily look kind of backwards at the clock while you're walking down the hall.
Yeah, exactly. We have spinach casserole. There's some berries that have been nibbled at. And I'm just... Do I even have all the placemats out?
I mean, it was your job.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, Mr. Carmichael. Hello. I certainly wasn't expecting to see you here.
Well, the more the merrier. Would you like to join us for dinner?
Of course. Let me pour you a glass of wine.
Mr. Carmichael objects strenuously. Do you insist on your hospitality?
Yeah.
All right, cool. He joins you.
Okay.
Unless you want to roll. Yeah, let's just make a roll for it. Then you get XP. XP is your friend. Let's see. What should you roll?
Persuasion.
Yeah, you can roll persuasion.
Okay.
I think it's kind of funny if Esteban helps. Like, everybody's just, like, yelling at him, like, no, it's fine. We have enough for you. And just aggressively host.
Yeah.
What's,
Yeah, you can help.
What's the ob?
Well, his will, right? It's like, I think his will is 5.
I think I want a challenging test. I'm not going to accept your help, Esteban.
Okay. If you fail, he's going to take the clock with him.
I'm okay with that.
All right.
I'm okay with you being okay with that.
It's not her clock.
Exactly.
All right. Base on 5.
All right.
Ooh,
Mr. Carmichael's like, oh no, I'll come back later. And he takes the clock and football hustles out the door.
Oh, I'm so. Oh.
I think I have business with Bastion. I'll be right back. And half the placemats are out. And there's one of the placemats has been replaced with a bundled up tablecloth that I haven't put on the table yet. And
This happened after you guys were eating for a while, right?
That's
yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So maybe start cleaning up, and there's a pile of dirty dishes.
Mm-hmm. I like that better. Yeah. Awesome.
perfect.
Yeah. All right, so you're out the door.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's just Ashlyn, and Rachel.
I I'm not costing you any business here, Ash.
What do you mean?
Well, Mr. Carmichael came here with the clock, and I guess I feel like I'm interrupting now.
What do you think he was going to pay me?
Did you think he wasn't?
I didn't really think about it. I don't know if I'm a good enough clockmaker yet to fix a clock.
I believe in you.
What if I break it?
Then... Well, how many of the clocks you've worked on have you broke so far?
She like makes us look. I think it's probably number is very high.
Well, if you're really that concerned, then I trust your judgment. You'd know better than me.
I don't think I'm ready. I haven't really fixed any of the clocks yet.
I understand. How are you dealing with Esteban living here?
Well, he kind of just... Oh, he just moved in, and he didn't really get in the way. I'm not sure. I'm not sure I'm comfortable with him around.
Why? He's a nice guy.
You know what they say about nice guys.
No. I know he wants to keep his sheep and goats and be closer to town just like you.
Think that's it?
What else would there be?
I don't know. I think I'm not sure if I want to find out.
Has he been helping around the house?
Not really.
Hold on.
Hold on.
I
You
have
want...
I have an instinct now. That's one of my new ones.
Oh, you have a new instinct.
That says, hold on a second. I have to scroll more than I thought I would.
Yeah. I'm not used to your new instincts. Let me take a look.
Yeah. When someone seems troubled, help them out. So I think...
Okay.
And clearly we know from before that Esteban knows there's something going on with Ash, and he's not completely oblivious to it. So he's been trying to help. But Esteban's help is not always 100% helpful, and is usually unsolicited help.
I have a suggestion.
Yeah.
A retroactive mending roll to cover cleaning up around the house.
I mean, I guess it is an instinct, right? It doesn't guarantee you succeed.
That's true.
Okay, yeah.
That's how
Make a
instincts work.
mending check. You get to test, but you don't automatically.
We can
Mhm.
use the instinct like Torchbearer, where it's like, all right, yeah, you get the test.
Yeah.
Doesn't really
Mending.
matter if it's free and burning.
I was considering if it should just be automatic success or not, but I guess a test is fine.
Okay. My intent is that I want Ashlyn to feel like I am a helpful member of this house and that I'm doing my share.
Okay.
And
I guess if you fail, you're just getting in the way.
And I think, Golden, if you have to think that hard about whether or not it needs a test, then it probably needs a test.
I mean, I was thinking about in the meta sense of what the rules, what the spirit of the rules are, not.
I mean, I think the rules are follow the fiction, and if it makes sense that it would have automatically happened, then it did. And if there's question in your mind if it would have automatically happened, roll some dice.
All right, let's roll some dice then.
I agree with that assessment.
Hold on. Character sheet, get out of the way. There we go. Okay.
So your intent is to mend. Do you want to be actually helpful?
Mhm.
Man, I wish this was Noblest. Noblest has like a chart that says actually makes effective change in the world. Just makes yourself feel good about yourself.
Uh-huh.
All right, mending.
I'm going to try to advocate for climbing wise because I think these
Big house.
are very like
you need
high
to-
ceilings,
Yeah.
and climbing up to dust corners is certainly appreciated because I don't think they receive a lot of attention.
Yeah, okay.
Other than that, I'm not really seeing much.
Yeah.
So
I think it's
seems
Obs
good.
1, making household repairs.
That's Ops
Mhm.
2.
You think it's at work?
No, I mean you're reading the page incorrectly. It's Op 2.
Is yeah.
Because the mending fences or socks is Op 1. It's just the line
Oh,
break.
you're right.
The line
My
break is really dumb.
You're right.
The line
You're
break
right.
is really dumb.
My bad. Yeah, Obs 2.
In that case, I'm going to spend a persona. Let's find out. Ooh,
All right.
Yeah.
didn't even need to.
Oh man, look at them sixes too.
Yeah, sixes.
Can I get? Can I spend fate on this and get extra successes to?
Yeah, like
clean more
you'll
rooms?
have. Yeah, if you succeed enough, you won't just clean the room. You'll like, man, the house is like distinctly better.
No.
Nope.
Nope. Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
So yeah. You've been cleaning up. There's like you got all the cobwebs out. The house is clean. It's still old and dusty. I mean, not dusty. It's still old, and the wood is bad. And
Mm-hmm.
but Ned did a lot of work. So there's like the foundation is good and the roof is good, but the material of the house itself is still very old.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you've cleaned it up. It's actually pretty clean.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I guess your intent was that she noticed. So yeah, I guess Ash, she changes her mind and says, "Well, he has been doing a lot of the, a lot of chores around the house. I've been really able to focus on these clocks. I guess I've been focusing on them so much I just haven't noticed him."
Well, he's been my friend for a long time, and well, but I feel like you haven't gotten close to anybody, And
Well, where are all your friends?
they're all here today for dinner. Well, except Ned, he was busy, I think. And Uncle Bish, of course, but
Busy not being invited.
and well, I guess Winter's not really my friend.
Well, everybody in the town likes you.
I like them too. But we're not that close, you know? And I feel you're even more distant from everyone. I worry about you sometimes, Ash.
But you shouldn't worry about me.
I can't help it.
Well, maybe it'll make all more sense later.
Maybe.
I thought it's a good place for the scene.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
so.
Unless you like to make some kind of check to do something.
I think I've accomplished what I wanted to there, getting her and to see that he wasn't like a problem.
Yeah, okay. Alright. Alright. Meanwhile,
Mm-hmm.
we got another peanut butter cup. And Ned Ned has a load of corn. So you're gonna go up to the mill and grind that corn?
Wait, why would I have to go to Bill?
I said a mill.
Oh. I thought you said Bill, because like the mayor. Remember, that's his name.
Yeah, that's his name.
Yes, I will go to the mill. Since it is a festival, does anyone like want to come with me? Like if anyone is interested, like Ned's like gonna try to gather up a group of people who are interested in learning how to mill, or like are anyone who already has like any experience.
I have an instinct about the festival, or not an instinct, I mean a belief about the festival, which is that last belief that I was having trouble writing at the beginning. I wrote it before the break, actually a while after we started, but anyway. I don't have any corn to contribute to the festival, but I will win the husking contest. So
Awesome.
I think
Okay.
part of the husking festival is like a husking contest, which means that people are doing the job that needs to be done, but
Okay.
there's like that competitiveness adds a little bit of fun to it.
Mm-hmm. I think it makes total sense. Are there teams?
Alright, well, if we're in the actual husking contest, we must be in the actual festival.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, I think that was the point for the milling, or was that supposed to take place before or after?
I'm not sure.
Sam?
I was actually assuming.
You would have to husk the corn before you build it, right?
Probably.
I would
don't
think so
know-
too.
I don't know a whole lot, but like I can't imagine
You
would
absolutely would have
mill it
to.
with the
Yeah.
husk
So
on.
yeah, this would be taking place before the milling, unless
I feel like it happens during like the cooking stage when people are like putting on like the corn cobs and stuff.
then there's like a milling,
Mm-hmm.
like learn to mill. Whoop.
You guys know what husking corn is, right?
So you take
Yeah,
the
it's taking off the outside part.
yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. It wasn't entirely clear from your conversations. Like, can you mill corn before it's husked?
No.
I've never seen that happen.
I mean, I wasn't saying that my question was about the scene that you were trying to set up, about it being like a how-to thing that may have been like
Okay.
before the actual festival took place.
Oh, okay. Okay, I see.
That was my line of thinking there.
Well, I think like it's a competition, right? And it's like, oh, look, this is easy. And I think there's a lot of tourists in town because Mr. Carmichael's bringing them in, and tourists usually love festivals in the valley. So you're all husking corn, and I think what I want to happen is, Ned, I want you to make a circles roll to see if you can get anybody to decide to stay in Harvest Valley and learn how to mill.
All right. Milling is dangerous, so I understand that not everyone wants in. What's my ob?
Well, this is good time and place. I think it's going to be obs too, because I mean, these people are here for entertainment, not to work.
All right. I'm sorry. One more time. I missed the number.
Oh, that would be +2, wouldn't it? Yeah. Okay. So obs 3.
Okay.
Is your total obs?
All right. I got B3 circles. I will use my 1 die reputation.
Okay.
And
will that work? Because because you're looking for foreigners, and that's a Harvest Valley reputation.
I'm looking for anyone.
Let me take a look here.
I mean, I did not specify that I wanted foreigners. I really don't care.
Okay.
Right.
I guess I was just taking it from what Golden was saying, that they were going to be.
That makes sense, though. No, I totally see where you're coming from.
I was looking for it. Is it written down in your character sheet?
What?
Your reputation. Oh, here it is.
Yeah.
It's down under reputation.
Oh, the runaway. Oh. Yeah, I find it hard to see how that would help. I mean, I guess you're saying that people know who you are, and therefore that just helps them. Like to cast a wider net.
That's the idea, but it's up to you.
Okay, yeah, you can use that. I think it'll just affect your failure a little bit.
All right, what does failure look like? Maybe I have to pay.
No.
Because I know
if you fail, it's going to cause your sister to make a fuss and contest your ownership of the mill.
Well, I don't care about her anyway. I will spend a persona.
Okay.
Nope. No 6s.
All right.
Oh.
So while you're trying to husk corn, Mathilda just shows up and just starts, just talking to everybody. You know, like just like this tone of voice. That's my brother. He left town a while back, and when he used to let everything all to rot. I wouldn't work for him. He'd probably do the same thing to you. So this is making people not want to work with you.
As a man,
in fact, it makes people stop husking.
As a man of few words, Ned will let his work stand for itself. These
Okay.
Uh-huh.
If these mother shuckers don't want to help me out, they can go shuck themselves.
All right. I feel like this is. Do you have a skill for husking corn?
I thought that
Farming
was
or cooking, maybe.
I thought I was milling the corn. I don't know where.
Oh yeah, you can use Miller.
I don't know where husking came from, but
Do you want this to be like a Miller versus persuasion test?
Husking is what the like group activity of the festival is. Golden had established that you were using that social time to try to find someone to stay to teach milling.
oh, then it's probably just persuasion, or like
All right.
oratory, maybe.
Yeah, you want to do but you said you're a man of few words, therefore not oratory.
Yeah. So I mean, I could see this going two ways. I could see this being me saying like, because I have that trait, I'm just like bypassing the chance to like make this test.
Yeah, if you want to fail the test
Or-
and get an Artha, that's fine with me.
Or we can like have it be that I'm testing a skill. I don't really care what how you want to do it.
I mean, what I do is I say, it is a test of skill, and you can either choose persuasion or Miller, and then this versus her persuasion, and then if you choose to just not make the roll and take the Artha for failing, you can do that.
I'll make the roll because if I fail, I still get Artha, and I probably will.
Okay, so I'll see what her
All right,
persuasion
so I'll
is.
contest her with Miller because I'm just like shucking away, getting this grain corn perfectly ready to be milled, getting all the little like hair things out of there. I don't know what those
Okay.
are.
The silk.
Yeah, silk.
It's called silk. Yeah, exactly.
Corn
Corn silk.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so if you succeed, you'll get a couple people who are willing to let you train them, how to work the mill. If you fail, then people are going to start thinking that you shouldn't have the mill at all.
All right, let's do it.
All right. I'm gonna roll persuade. She's gonna fork in ugly truth wise because she is your sister and knows everything bad to say about you.
That's not looking good for old Ned. I think I probably only have Miller. Yep.
Could you fork in persuasion?
I don't have persuasion.
Well, shit.
Let's do it.
Oh.
I've got a 6.
Ooh.
Oh, you succeed.
I feel
You
like
tie.
she's trying to shit talk me, and I'm
Yeah,
just
you're definitely the defender. So yeah, you do eventually get a couple people, despite her driving basically everybody else away. These people are like, she obviously got something against this guy. But this seems like a nice place to live.
Yep.
And Mathilda's just going to be upset and storm off.
And then Ned, like, as all these people are like trying to like talk to him and stuff, he's just gonna like, there's like a wheel, like a wagon full of like the shucked corn, and like as everyone's trying to talk to him, he's just like walking over, grabbing the wagon, and starting to like head over to the mill, just If people follow him, they follow him.
Yeah, okay, they follow you.
Cool.
All right.
So let's mill this corn.
Okay, you just want to mow the corn?
Yeah.
I assumed that would be the motor skill. Let's find out.
Most likely.
This is a windmill, so it's obs 1.
Cool.
If you fail, you're gonna break the grindstone.
Ooh, that is harsh because replacing grindstones is difficult.
But I got money, so we're okay.
Yeah,
That
you
is
got
true.
money.
You are
Facts.
rich AF.
Alright, you don't break
Okay.
the grindstone.
Yeah.
So yeah, you grind the corn. The cornmeal is ready for the festival.
Awesome.
Cornbread, yes.
So yeah, during that time though, was the husking contest, or maybe that's the next day, or whatever. Maybe the
No, I
first-
think the husking contest is ended
okay.
because the corn is being milled. Well, I do want to see though. I want Ned to make an instructor test to teach these people how to mill.
Awesome. This will go terribly.
Well, I was just pointing it out because I wanted to win.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, okay. All right, fine. We'll let you guys win or try to win.
Yeah, do that.
I
and
guess
I'll
I
make
shouldn't
the
let you
instructor
guys win.
test. Do that and then. I'll make-
Um,
Oh wait, no, it doesn't make sense because I'm not spending days with these people teaching them.
I mean, you will eventually, right? They don't know how to mill, right?
I was gonna.
Did you want people who knew how to mill?
I was gonna hire people.
People who knew how to mill?
Yeah.
That's what you wanted? Oh, okay. Hmm.
And why?
I
What
could-
was your goal with finding these people to teach milling, to do the milling instruction to?
I thought that was your intent was to okay. Okay.
That's a great question. Initially, the idea was to get helping dice, but I failed the circles roll, and then I just wanted to make my sister look like an ass. Mostly how things played out.
Well, now if you abandon these people who want to learn how to mill, you're gonna prove her right.
Fine, then I'll take whatever 10 days or however long, 12 days, and give these guys one milling test.
I mean, your will is 5, and I say their will is 3, so it would be like
12 days.
12 days. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I'm guessing shucking is just going to be straight out fort test. Oh, actually, probably speed test. Yeah, it'd be speed. All right, so let's see this instructor. So instructor is it's will. Okay, it's based off of will. And you're going to give them a routine test. So your obs would be 1, which will double to 2.
Let's get her done. We're going to get some instruction on.
Damn.
Pro teacher.
Nice.
Pro teacher. Wow,
feel
look
like-
at those dice.
I feel like Ned teaches in like a very like his teaching method is very like Socratic, or like maybe even like kind of Eastern philosophy monk style, where it's
Yeah,
like
like
him just sort of saying like one or two things, and then just like the like students are like, are we doing it right? Just this.
Like, do you start them with like a mortar and pestle, and just keep giving them the larger bowls until
Yeah.
it's time to use the grindstone?
Shit like that, and like yeah, like lots of like them, me just being like, do you think that's right? Oh, okay.
Here's the real question: do you make them eat
Just
the
flour?
grain they crush?
Just flour? Just pure flour? I mean,
No, like they can cook it into something, but you make them.
Oh yeah, I'll like have them take it home and cook with it at the end of each.
Okay, so let's make a health test for these guys.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, their health is probably 5. I don't know, eating grains is eating like rock in your food. It's probably like odds 2, right?
Yeah.
All right, that one's okay. All right, they're both fine. There's no ill effects of your Eastern teaching methods.
I mean, there's it basically. Ned is just like a very strict teacher. He's very harsh. He says very few things and expects his students to really think about what he says. He asks a lot of Socratic style questioning.
Nice. Okay, so you have 2 apprentices that you don't have to pay, and they can do basic milling. All right, let's see who wins the shucking contest. Now I'm gonna roll.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll for the average speed of the townfolk, and they're all farmers, so I'm gonna give them a +1 for this.
Sure.
So I guess the average would be like a 3, and then a +1 makes them have a 4. Well, let's roll that. All right, so in order to beat a fastest, you have to beat a 2.
Are we just doing a straight speed test?
Yeah, it's just a straight speed test.
Okay.
I can't think of any other skill that would be like. I've been in
that's-
husking competitions. You don't really.
That's fine.
Mhm.
No.
I'm sure there is a skill, but it's not a burning wheel skill.
Fair enough.
Also, are Ashlyn and I on the same team? Or are
No,
we on-
every man for himself,
Yeah,
right?
this is. There's no teams.
Oh, okay.
It didn't actually roll my dice.
Well, roll 20 is like that sometimes.
No
Rude.
modifiers, no Artha. Face up 2. There we go. I succeeded.
You didn't win though. Okay.
Do I have any 6s? I do. All right, I'm gonna spend it. All
I
right.
did too.
Roll 1d6.
Mm.
Bang.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh.
That's a bad roll.
That's a real bad
Let's roll a d6 for the town. Okay. This is not really helping any.
Rematch. It's too close to call.
Maybe nobody came with the
Yeah.
water, so like nobody was able to even like get to the husking part because
No, because we know that husking succeeded because Ned took the corn away.
I mean,
So
it
it was
succeeded, but I mean, there's got to be a how you determine a winner has to be like.
Yeah, I
have a
feel
great
like
idea.
Oh no! What's your idea?
it's a tiebreaker.
It's a little goofy, but I feel like it might fit with Harvest Valley.
Okay.
So, at the end of the contest, Ashlyn and some farmer are standing next to their like big piles of shucked corn, like smiling all triumphantly. Others are like looking around, and then all of a sudden they like turn and look, and there's a little monkey dancing on a giant pile of corn. That's a little bit bigger
Oh
than
yes, yes.
All right, I'm into it.
Yes.
All right, Jinx wins the
Jinx
competition.
Wins. Jinx
Yes.
wins.
But only because Jinx stole the corn from other people's piles.
Yeah, exactly. Like
No, yeah, he
has
didn't
a pile
husk
that's
any.
Too big. It's like he shucked more corn stealing it from everyone else.
Yeah, I definitely feel like he wins by cheating, but nobody cares because he's a monkey.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a monkey.
Mhm.
All right. So, what is the prize?
Corn King.
I mean, he's obviously a corn king, but what does that mean?
You
Okay.
get the good crown.
Usually in games like this, like the prize is something like
Oh, is it
it's
something
like
you need for the farm?
it's like the energy fruit thing that lets you increase your
Yeah.
energy bar. Oh god, did we just give the monkey more energy? This is not
Yeah,
good.
you did. All right, so
I wasn't thinking very well on this.
we crown Jinx with like, I think it's like a wooden crown, and
It's not made out of like like husks.
I mean, it's definitely got husks attached, but like, there's like a wooden frame with like crown bits poking out.
Okay.
I think it's like too big for Jinx, so he's just
Oh
like,
yeah,
like hula hooping it.
sure. Yeah, so he gets what's the form of this energy fruit?
Mm,
Hmm.
it looks like a slime. It's the
I
fabled
think
slime
yeah,
fruit.
I think it's a slime.
Yeah, fabled slime fruit.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's just like glowing green slime,
Mm-hmm.
and Jinx holds it above his head, and then it like bursts into light and enters his body.
Because you don't eat slime fruit. you
I mean, this is how you
assimilate
eat
it.
things, and
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
It
my
does
bad.
like the Kirby dance.
I mean, we can't animate eating in this game; it's too expensive.
Gotcha.
So
that's how
it
we've
just
all
enters
been
his
eating
body.
everything else, like earlier when we were having our
absolutely.
berries.
The berries just spill all over the table, and depending on how they land, different
Except for
people
the
have
sheep.
different amounts of berries.
The
Yeah,
sheep have animations for eating.
I think that's like what makes them extra creepy is because they have like these hyper realistic mouths, like something out of Ren and Stimpy. or worse, it's actually it's not animation at all. It's just like screen capture of someone's mouth.
No, that's too creepy for me. It might be a screen capture of an actual sheep's mouth.
Okay.
Still pretty creepy.
That's pretty creepy, but there's a line. Like putting human mouths on things is too creepy for me. I'm just
okay.
Just check me out. All right.
Good times.
All right. So yeah. Jinx gets the energy fruit, and I mean, I think that's good for the festival.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And Ned, do you want to do anything else with the festival?
I'm sorry. Do I want to do what at the festival?
Anything else at the
Oh, no,
festival?
I'm good. I think I did good.
You want a resources check to get some actual skilled fillers on your team?
Yeah, we can do like a. I don't know if you want to do a scene, but we could do that and the brewery employees all in one, probably.
Yeah, let's do all in one. I don't really think we need a scene. Like who you're hiring from? You can't hire from Harvest Valley because there is no miller in Harvest Valley.
There's no brewery because I built one.
There's no brewer either. So you gotta like you're putting out the word on your trains or something.
yeah, I'm putting out the word on the trains, the old train.
Okay. So like we see this cutscenes of like there's a messenger on the train and the train stops in some like other town and he runs over to the bulletin board and posts a message that says wanted Millers Harvest Valley Ned Incorporations or whatever you're calling it
and Brewers. It's Rollins LLC.
It says Rollins LLC at the bottom and make your resources check and we'll see somebody actually grab one of these flyers, and head to Harvest Valley.
All right. So what's my ob looking like first off?
All right. Well, you gotta pay somebody's like actual salary, right? Also reminds me we probably should do resources check for the new seasons. You know, lifestyle.
Yeah.
So why don't we do that after this? If that's okay.
Okay.
Sure.
All right. Let me take a look at resources here. Is this going to be what they need to succeed in their lifestyle check? So let me see. What does a Miller lifestyle look like? I can just find a page. Oh, here it is. I know I'm close. Here we go. It's going to be more than one person, right? Okay. Yeah, it'll be OBS 3.
All right. All right. I'm gonna create a cash die before I do this, if possible.
Sure.
All right. So I'm using resources in my fund. So the first one is going to be ob 2 for the cash die.
Okay.
All right.
Got it.
And then against the ob 3 test.
Are you spending the cash die?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
All right.
Come on. Yeah, we'll get this. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You got it. All right. So yeah, you get employees. You now have a medium-sized business. You are vertically integrated. You control every aspect. Oh, except for the bios. You need. Oh wait, no, because you're not using bios. You're shipping casks. So you're fully vertically integrated. You're like a modern company now. Congratulations.
Yeah. I don't own the whole thing though, because I still there's still.
Oh yeah,
people who have
yeah, yeah.
shares.
Well, the only thing you need is you need Ashland to grow your crops.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's true.
And don't you still? Isn't like Bastion still an investor?
Yeah, both you, Rachel, and Bastion are still investors. Bastion's investment is structured as a loan, so I need to buy him out. But you and Rachel are just basically right now. Ned only owns 25% of his company.
Yeah, yeah.
25% is to Bastion until the loan gets paid off, and then Ashlyn and Rachel own a full 50% because he's a terrible negotiator. So he like negotiated away like 3/4
Yeah.
of the business.
Yeah.
That's okay. You'll make it back eventually.
Honestly, that's not terribly uncommon for like a modern business for like somebody when they're doing their investment.
No, it's great. Like if you don't owe anybody money, your business is worthless. It's just how it is. All right, so let's do lifestyle checks. Let's do Ned first. Ned, I think you are maintaining a medium-sized business. I think your lifestyle check is OBS 4.
Oh boy, this is the tough one, guys. All right, I'm using my fund again.
Gotta believe.
You guys can all help each other too.
Yeah, do you want to help, guys?
Wait, it's ob 4 for you?
Yeah.
Yep.
Ned will use his unanimous wealth to help you guys.
Yes, I will help.
I think we all help each other, yeah. There's a scene I want to do at some point with Bastion that may or may not affect my resources.
Oh, we can do that later.
Sure.
Or we can do that before you roll.
All right, I will spend a persona.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh. No.
All
All
right.
right, you get
Ned loses
taxed.
a die of
All
his
of us gets
railroad
taxed.
fund.
Do you lose? Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think he has to liquidate some of his railroad shares to help pay for the growing brewery and milling businesses.
Yeah. Does that mean you're protected from tax on your actual skill though?
No.
Yeah, that takes a tax for me.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
And since
All right,
it's a
cool.
routine test, it's taxed 1 die.
All right.
So it still exists, but went from 2 dice to 1.
Yeah. All right. Esteban,
Mm-hmm.
let's hear what you're seeing with Carmichael.
Mm-hmm.
Well, even before that, I am also taxed, and I am at resources 1, but I do have a fund. Does the
Oh,
fund
wait, you.
absorb the tax?
Sorry, what?
Does the fund absorb the tax
No,
die?
it does not. Only if you're using the fund while you are taxed, then you will lose the die. Like if
Okay.
you are taxed and you still have a fund, then you haven't lost it.
Okay.
I believe you only have 1 die of a fund left because you failed earlier and Rachel got most of it.
Mhm. I also
Now,
only have 1 resources, so I am.
well, if you are taxed and you only have 1 resources, then you should have 0, right?
Yep.
So you actually are at resources 0.
Mhm.
Because if you go down to 0, you lose a point of that skill. So you're at resources 0.
Mhm.
Um,
I think maybe this is how we play out our desperation.
yeah. All right, what's up with you and Carmichael?
Where can I find Bastion Carmichael usually? Because that'll be where the scene takes place.
You can find him in, like, I think, like, at his hotel, there's this, like, outside dining area that's really nice. It's, like, surrounded by the best of your family's your grapevines. Like,
Mhm.
there's, like, this trellis. I can't remember if the trellis is the one with the arch or not, but this one is. So there's, like, vines hanging overhead.
Yeah.
And this is where he basically, conducts his business with other rich people that he's attracting to Harvest Valley
Mhm.
and telling them all about the great opportunities and undeveloped land in the area.
Mhm.
So you probably walk in there and, they're both like wearing like the best of medieval fashion,
Mhm.
um, which probably means like big, garish jewelry
Yeah,
and
exactly.
expensive stuff. And you're pretty sure that guy's wearing like shoes made by the same guy that made the king shoes.
Mhm.
Anyway, they're talking, and you overhear them talking about how yeah, they want to extend the docks and have more merchants come to the city.
Mhm. Do I maybe like walk around and like overhear them right here, but then like there's an archway to this place right here with like maybe a gate or something, and then I
Only
come
if you're intentionally trying to eavesdrop on them.
Yes.
In that case, roll inconspicuous or stealth. I feel inconspicuous is more relevant here.
Yeah, I think so too.
Let's see here. Yeah, they're going to roll observation. They're going to be rolling this many dice, but they are drunk.
Hmm.
I guess there's not a. Is being drunk a dice penalty?
Can be.
I think it's a
completely up to
die penalty.
Usually, instead of taking away dice, what usually happens is their ob increases.
Yeah,
Yeah,
plus,
usually you would, but I think in this case their stats are going down
Oh, okay. Sure.
from drinking, so let's give them a die penalty. Or I could treat it like a wound or something, whatever. It's poison. Alcohol is poison. So Yeah, if you succeed, you'll overhear their conversation. If
Okay.
you fail, like you're going to be caught, like obviously eavesdropping.
I like it.
All right. All right. They rolled 2 successes.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I rolled 1 success.
So
Bad luck.
yeah, what happens?
That's okay.
How do they see you?
I smile at them and just like give them the up and nod and like go very obviously towards the gate and like open it up. I just make myself actually
Well,
very
you
obvious
were-
because I make eye contact.
Yeah, I think you make eye contact and you try and hide, but they're just like, oh, it's still on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, so Carmichael like ends his conversation, and you don't hear really anything else. You don't hear about the docks at all. You just
Mhm.
notice they're talking business about, you know, improving Harvest Valley
Mhm.
for them, not necessarily for you. Yeah. What do you do?
I'm going to like open the gate that's under the trellis archway,
Yeah.
and I'm going to like duck my head under to get through, and then
Okay.
like close the gate back up behind me, and then walk over to Bastion's table, whether the person he's talking with leaves or not.
Yeah, I think that other guy just gives you like a weird look because you're not really dressed for this conversation.
Yeah.
Bastion is totally used to you, so
Mhm.
it's like, oh well, nobody in this area can afford to look the way they need to look.
Mhm.
So maybe Ned, but he doesn't know any better.
Mhm.
Um,
I sit right down and I look to Bastion and ignore the other person, other than like a hi. Um, and I tell Bastion, well, my life has changed quite a bit since the last time we were talking about me potentially doing some handling some of your tourists and bringing them to my zoo. I've moved and I don't know what to do with that old place. So I have an offer for you.
hmm,
I know you haven't gotten along with everybody in Harvest Valley and there's been some tension, but I think just completely no strings attached. I'm going to give you the land that I used to live on because I can't maintain it or use it anymore.
no, that's good land, he says.
It is.
What do you want for it?
Like just like I said. No strings attached. Oh, wait, maybe I want the clock that you brought to the Faust Mansion the other day. That's the only thing I ask.
That old thing doesn't even work.
Yes. And I think like maybe Esteban, like at his tone of voice, like maybe shrinks a little bit, but goes, it's a sentimental piece. Because that's the thing he's heard people say before.
Yeah, he says, "Oh yeah, that came from your house, didn't it?" You know what? All right, this sounds like a good deal. And he calls like for like some paper and pens right out of contract.
Mhm.
Um, hmm, hmm, sitting here. I mean, he's pretty drunk, and yeah, he's gonna try and sneak something into the contract.
Sure.
You have to roll haggling.
Mhm. If
So
I
like some kind of
succeed, what
yeah.
I want him to do is to leave everything on that property the way that it was and not turn it into a hotel.
Okay. But he'll still own it and can use it for like other
Exactly.
things.
I mean, didn't we already cut down your parents' house and build a hotel there?
Yep.
He's saying like not where the lighthouse is and Ishmael's old house.
Oh, okay.
hmm
So I guess
Gotcha.
he's putting up that if he succeeds, Ishmael's old house is going to get wrecked. So
Yeah.
okay, let's roll his haggling check. Do. Oh, he has way better haggling than that.
Yeah.
But
for
he,
sure.
but he is drunk, so I'll increase his obs. Did I increase his obs? No. So you have to be an obs 2 haggling test.
Okay. Sure. Brilliant.
All right. Well, the contract has been signed. You get the clock.
hmm
It's exactly the way you remember it.
How does signing this contract look like? For Esteban?
You are like, so imagine you're in this at night. There's these vines overhead, lit by like lanterns,
Mhm.
and there's this big circular wooden table with two really rich guys at it.
Mhm.
And they write out this contract. They're like making jokes and using like really particular legal language you don't understand.
Mhm.
And they write it out, and it's like it looks like the Declaration of Independence.
Yeah,
And
and that is very difficult to actually parse. But
yeah,
it
it's like
has
really
a general
long,
meaning.
and
Yeah.
you actually are literate anyway,
Yeah.
if I remember right.
Yeah. And I also can't
So
write my own name.
yeah, but you can make an X.
Exactly.
So Carmichael signs it and he hands you the pen.
And I make the X to sign it.
Make the X.
Mhm.
And he rolls it up. Also, it gives you the clock.
Mhm.
It's missing the key though. To wind it up.
Ooh. Yeah, I maybe almost like maybe there's like a compartment where you're supposed to like keep the key, because
Sure.
if we have such a big tradition of clockmaking, I imagine we think of things like that. Like there's like a specific name for like that compartment.
Yeah.
There's like the key box, and it's like in a bunch of novels that have come out of here, like it's a big trope that it's like they left it in the key box on the inverse of the clock, and
Yeah.
I flip the clock over and I see that the key's missing.
Yeah. The real question is, do you remember where it is?
Let's test that.
All right, I think that's a will test. I think it's like difficult will test.
hmm Or is
So,
it like some sort of a wise?
I mean, I'll see how. Like, do you have a childhood memories wise or something?
I kind of want that.
I mean, you could want it, but you're going to fail. You try to learn it now.
hmm For
Up
sure.
to you.
I like that. Let's fail. Childhood
Okay.
secrets wise.
Childhood secrets wise.
I did
Okay.
this. If I succeed, I know where the key is.
Yeah,
And
I
if
should fail. Yeah, tell us a weird story about your childhood if you fail.
For sure.
Yeah.
What's my up?
I think it's 2.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Excellent.
All right. So tell us what is
Yikes.
Esteban's childhood?
hmm So Esteban
Oh, I want to know the first time you met Autumn.
Yeah, that's good. Esteban and Autumn met at what's that winter festival we had? The Red Ribbon Festival. It's the one in winter where they tie red ribbons around things and the kids are supposed to like make stick families and stuff. And I think this was the year where Esteban was supposed to be taking care of his grandparents that were still really sick. And there was an incident that year at their house, and Esteban's parents, Bruma and Vernon, told Esteban not to come home that day. So he couldn't go into his own house to like make the stick family. So Autumn's parents invited Esteban over for this festival. And when he goes in the door the first time, all he sees are like adults and things like that, and thinks he's going to have to make this little craft alone. But then he meets Donna, who by this time is like, I don't know, maybe like 16 years old or something.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Mm-hmm. And Esteban's like 10, and so is Autumn, and they go to like the dinner table, and Autumn has like a bunch of twigs to fashion and like a little knife that she's learned how to use from being like a person who has to make these sorts of crafts from time to time. And Autumn cuts the twigs apart cleanly with the knife and hands them to Esteban to like wind up with the red ribbon and arrange. And we do that by lantern light, and that was the first time that we met. And I fell in love instantly.
Aw. That's so sad.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Oh. Perfect though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Then you grow up and you have to be a pharmacist and have massive student loans and
And now I remember where the key is. Okay. Whisper myself. Can I whisper myself? Yes.
Nope.
I can.
I
can't.
No, because we're all GMs.
I see that.
Yep.
Oh yeah, we're all
Shit.
GMs. Yeah.
We're all GMs.
You're gonna have to write that.
Whoa.
You're gonna have to write that somewhere else.
You know what? What if I just write it anyway? I mean, pretend you don't see it. Yeah, Esteban. Okay. So let's just pretend you don't see that. You can read it if you want.
I will blur my eyes when I read it.
Yeah. So what do we want to do? Is it time to stop tonight? Or do we have another hour?
I think I've hit all my beliefs, but we can keep going. Oh, I have the belief about getting Esteban food for winter.
I still have a rare seed I want to pick up.
Sure,
we
let's
can
do
do
both of
those.
those
Still
things.
have
Over
more
end.
beliefs too.
Oh,
What do you have?
I still have more beliefs too. So yeah,
Yeah.
we can do another hour.
Do you want to do a quick break before that?
Sure.
All right.
Sounds legit.
Try to keep this short and sweet.
Yeah.
Break screen. Whee.